Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Now today we're going to be doing a little bit of a tutorial video as well as a follow-up to my last video on me building my brand new 2017 PC rig. But today what I wanted to do was to kind of show the process that I'm going to be going through, where I'm going to be cloning my old 2 terabyte hard drive right here to a new 2 terabyte solid state hybrid drive. And I'm doing this for a couple of reasons: to gain, a little bit of faster performance. But this video is going to kind of, be showing, you guys how this process actually works. So as you can see here, I've got 3 hard drives in this computer. This one down here is actually a 500 gig storage drive. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to actually switch over to some screen capture software. I'm going to boot up this computer from the first time from my old hard drive actually, and we're going to go through the cloning process here. So I'm going to get that all set up and I'll be right back. Alright, so we are back and we are here on my brand new computer rig. It may look exactly the same to some of you guys who have seen some of my other videos, because this is just me swapping out the hard drive. But I can assure you, I can actually open up Task Manager here just to show you that this is my brand new rig with the Core i7-7700K. So we're going to be using a free program called Macrium Reflect. So this is going to be using totally free software, which will allow you to clone your old hard drive over to your new hard drive. Now again, I'm going to be cloning a older traditional style hard drive over to a solid state hybrid drive, both of which are the same size. But you can do this from an SSD to an older style hard drive, or an older style hard drive to an SSD, whatever it is that you're trying to do, as long as the hard drive that you're cloning it to is the same size or is a greater size than your source hard drive. So we're just going to open up the tool here. Again, it's called Macrium Reflect. And the first thing that it's going to ask you is to create some rescue media. Now this is something that we're not going to need. This is actually for system recovery. We're not going to need this, so we're just going to click on No. And we're going to maximize this here. So you'll see right here this disk 1. This is the brand new disk that I have installed. It's 1.82 terabytes. And the GPT Disk 2, this is the drive that I am booted from right now with all of these different partitions. Now you can see that it's kind of confusing. This actually originally came from an HP OEM computer, so there's a lot of like different partitions that were used for the recovery option in that computer. So what we're going to do is actually click on this whole Disk 2 right here and click on Clone This Disk right here. And it's going to pop up with the clone wizard right here, where it's going to have all of these partitions selected here, so you can choose what partitions on the disk that you want to clone. And then you're going to select a disk to clone to, which we're going to do the blank disk 1, which is my brand new solid state hybrid drive. Then all you want to do is just click on the next button right here. You can choose to schedule this clone if you want to. This is mainly for if you plan on doing stuff on your computer in the time being, and you want to kind of postpone this. I'm going to actually get this started right now. So we're going to click on next. It's going to tell you all the partitions that it's going to copy over. And once you have gone through this, just to make sure that it's done, that it's going to do everything that you want it to do, you're just going to click on finish right here, and this gives you a few options. You have run this backup now, which I assume is going to run the actual cloning operation, and then you also have the option to save this as an XML backup file, which we'll just do because why not. So we'll click on OK, and it is going to begin actually cloning the source drive, which is again the drive that we're booted up into right now. It's going to clone that over to the solid state hybrid drive. I'm just going to let this run, and I will get back to you guys once this is finished, and I'll show you the next process that you're going to actually have to go through when you are booting this drive. Alright, so we are back, and as you can see right here, the clone actually only took 3 hours and 14 minutes, which was a lot less than I thought it was going to take, because again, this is a 2 terabyte hard drive. So if you're cloning something less than that, it'll obviously take less than 3 hours, which is pretty cool. So we're just gonna click on OK here, And now what we're going to do is, the reason that I had to switch back to my camera here is we're going to be actually booting into the BIOS, and we're going to be telling this new computer to actually boot from this hard drive rather than the older hard drive that had my operating system on, that's booted into right now. So we're just going to click on close here. It's going to analyze the partitions again. If we go back to this first page here, you'll see that we have an exact mirror of on both of these two hard drives. Everything's mirrored. So we're going to close out of this, and we are going to click on restart right here in the start menu, and it's going to do all of its stuff. And when we boot up, we're going to press delete, enter the BIOS on this MSI motherboard. That's the key that you're supposed to press. Alright, so this is just a brief little thing that I did want to mention, because this might save a couple of you guys many headaches, as this was causing me a couple of issues. But when you try to actually boot off of the clone drive, as you can see here, I'm back into the BIOS. Most motherboard, or I assume all motherboard BIOSes, will only recognize one Windows Boot Manager partition. Now, since we've cloned and made an exact copy of that original drive, there's two different ones, and my actual motherboard here was still finding the Windows Boot Manager on the older source drive, not the SSHD. So it would only show, you see this little drive with the U here. If it'll focus in here, this is the one that has the Windows Boot Manager on it. Now, what I had to do was actually unplug the older hard drive. I had actually unplugged the SATA cable, and now it is able to recognize the Windows Boot Manager on. This is the SSHD. I can tell because the number here ends in 2DV164, which I actually wrote down as the SSHD. So it's something that you'll have to do if you're getting this problem where it doesn't want to actually find the actual UEFI hard disk in here, and it's just showing up as this blank hard disk icon without the little U up in the top. Of course, it might be different for the motherboard that you're using. This is an MSI Z278 Pro with the ClickBIOS 5 BIOS, so yours of course might look a little bit different, but just something that I thought I would mention to kind of help some of you guys out that might be having this issue. So we are all booted up here, and if we actually go into disk management here, we should see that we are now running off of disk 0, which is the SSHD. So we're going to load this up here, make it a little bit larger. I guess I could do full screen. Yeah, that'll work fine. So disk 0 is calling itself the C drive right now, and then disk 1, which was the older drive, is now OSD. So again, right now these are both mirrors of each other. So what we're going to do is probably, or what I'm going to do is end up formatting this disk 1 right here. For this video, that's probably going to about, wrap it up. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to give it a like and subscribe down below for more videos like this. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.